Hello everyone! Today, so that's a lot of enthusiasm. I don't know where that came from. Well, no, I am very excited. The enthusiasm is warranted because we are celebrating the relaunch of Reverse Dieting 101, my complete course on how to reverse diet to speed up your metabolism. It's not relaunching today. I think I just made that kind of confusing. It's relaunching January 2nd. I'm gonna talk through all the details in a second, but to celebrate the relaunch of my course, I am giving you 5 science-backed benefits of eating more calories. Here's the thing, so many people are afraid of calories. They see calories as the enemy, as something that they need to restrict, as something that, you know, if you eat more than a certain amount, bad things happen. But basically, no matter what your goals are, calories are not actually the enemy. They are, in fact, your friend, and treating them like the enemy ends up usually doing more harm than good, not only for your physique and your health, but also for your relationship with food. So I just wanted to take a second to actually draw attention to a lot of the benefits that eating more can give to you to help kind of just slowly chip away at all of the diet culture dogma that has just become so prevalent. So if the idea of eating more calories or more carbs or more fat or more of anything scares you, this video is for you. But first, really quick, let me give you the details of the relaunch of Reverse Dieting 101, because if you watch this video and you're like, wow, maybe I should be eating more calories, then reverse dieting is how to go from where you are now to being able to eat more calories without gaining any fat. And if your goal is fat loss and you've been kind of frustrated with your journey for a while, I want you to hear me out. I want you to ask yourself a few questions. Number one, how long have you been stuck in your weight loss journey? How long have you been trying to restrict calories or restrict certain food groups? How long have you been afraid of your favorite foods because you can't eat them or because they're going to make you fat? Has it been 3 months, 6 months, a year, more than a couple years? Reverse dieting is a program that will help you finally put an end to all of that. To finally be free of diet culture and guilt around food, to put dieting behind you for good, and to finally see actual long-term sustainable results. That's pretty priceless. So the goal with the reverse dieting course is to help you finally break free from the yo-yo dieting cycle, speed up your metabolism, have less restriction around food so that you can just have more like freedom in your life, and to make fitness finally feel good, because fitness should freaking feel good. It shouldn't feel sad and lonely and depressing. So if you choose to register for Reverse Dieting 101, what you'll get is access to all of the course materials, which is basically like the most comprehensive look at how to reverse diet available out there. Trust me, I went through everyone else's stuff and made sure mine was even better. And this comes in the form of video lectures that you can watch. They're also all just on like audio, so you can just like listen to them in the car or like as you're going for your walks or whatever. And then all that content also comes as a PDF. So if you just learn better through reading, you can use that and just ignore the videos if you want. Then you'll also get access to an exclusive Facebook community with the rest of your class, and I cannot tell you how much I loved the Facebook group for the first class of Reverse Dieting 101. Like, everyone was so supportive. People were sharing their wins. They were also sharing what they were struggling with, and everyone was helping each other out. Also, I will be in that Facebook group, like interacting with all of you, answering all of your questions. So you get access to me to like help you and coach you through your reverse diet, like basically whenever you need help, in a much less expensive way than working with me one-on-one. And then in that group, I also do live monthly workshops, so you can show up to the workshop, ask questions, we can chit chat about stuff, talk about how you're doing, answer whatever questions I feel like need to be addressed more in depth or like just via video. And then with the course material, you also get like a ton of like workbooks and templates and spreadsheets and stuff for you to help track your progress. And then bonus lessons for the course include how to reverse diet without tracking macros. So if that's something that has been holding you back from reverse dieting, I go through how to reverse diet without tracking a single macro. There's also a supplement guide, and then also how to reverse diet in sync with your menstrual cycle, if that's something that you want to learn about or kind of focus on throughout your reverse diet. On average, the first class of Reverse Dieting 101 sped up their metabolisms by 500 calories, and I think they gained an average of like 1 pound, which most likely is mostly muscle. I had a student go from eating 1,400 calories a day to 3,000 calories a day and only gained 2 pounds. She's like average height, weight, activity level. The amount of food freedom and flexibility that you get in your life when you can double your calorie intake is insane. You'll be free to order fries or go out for a couple drinks with friends. You won't have to stress about people making plans around food because you don't know if you're gonna find something that's gonna be able to fit your macros, because you can fit pretty much anything into your macros when you can eat literally as much as physically possible without gaining weight. And then not only that, when your metabolism is fired up, going as fast as possible, it makes it so much easier to lose fat and keep it off, because you're not stuck. If you've lost fat, you're not stuck eating 1,200 calories a day, which is going to inevitably lead to regaining weight. No, if you're maintaining weight at like 2,500 calories, you can cut on like 2,200 calories, then work your way back up to 2,500 calories with your ideal physique and just be happy and not have to think about weight loss ever again. Sorry, not sorry for rambling. I am just so passionate about this because before I launched this course, I had worked with a lot of clients taking them through reverse diets, and I just saw the power of how transformative it was for their lives and their relationships with food and everything like that. And now taking an entire class through the process and seeing so many people get like the same benefits all at once, it makes me so happy that all of you guys, you students who were in round one, and all of my previous clients, if you're watching my videos, I don't know, but like the progress that all of them made, just, it makes me so happy. Being able to help people this way is why I do what I do. I'm getting emotional. Being able to help people this way is why I do what I do, and it makes me so excited to be able to share this with so many people and see all of the benefits that people are getting. And okay, I'm gonna shut up about this for now and we can get into the actual video content. Oh wait, no, it's launching. Launch details are important if you're interested. So if you're interested in going through a reverse diet, having me personally help you through the process, having a community of support with you through the process, if you are, afraid of it at all, people can help you out. The registration for Reverse Dieting 101 opens officially on January 2nd and then closes on January 10th. So you have, 8 days to register for the class. But if you are on the wait list, which you can sign up for now at reversedieting101.com, you will get early access and early bird pricing. So you will be able to save $100 if you're on the wait list and register early. So if you're on the wait list, registration will open on December 29th and you will have until January 2nd to register and save $100. So you'll get a discount code sent to you. You can apply that, save a little bit of money, and save a spot in the course because spaces are limited. Because I'm in there like personally working with everyone, I can't just have like thousands of people in there, or else I wouldn't be able to give you the attention that you are paying for. And like, I want to be able to help people, not just get as many people in the course as possible. So spots are limited. It did sell out last time. So, if you want to make sure you guarantee yourself a spot, then I would definitely get on the wait list so that you get in before everyone else. If you do have any questions about the course, want to make sure reverse dieting is for you and like is good for where you're at in your current journey, feel free to shoot me an email. The best email for this would be hello@holisticfitnesslabs.com. But something super quick you can do to see if it is for you is I have a metabolism calculator on reversedieting101.com that can tell you where your metabolism could be, like with your current height, weight, and activity level, to see if you're in that range or if you're below that range. If you're below that range, I recommend reverse dieting. If you're in that range, then you probably don't need to reverse diet. You can just do whatever you want. If you want to lose fat, go into a cut. If you want to bulk, you go into a surplus, whatever you want to do. But go ahead and check that out. Sign up for the wait list if you're interested. Again, I'm so freaking excited for this, but I will reel in my excitement, shut up, and transition to the actual topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about today, which are the big benefits of eating more food. And more specifically, how these benefits can help you better achieve your goal body composition, whether you want to lose fat, build muscle, just get leaner, etc. So that said, number one benefit of eating more calories, a faster metabolism. Here's the thing. Our bodies are highly adaptable. This is how we survived evolution. If our bodies were not able to adapt, we would have starved to death and humans would have died out probably before we were even human. Our bodies are able to adapt to our calorie intake to keep the calorie expenditure balanced so that we don't end up in severe calorie deficits when less food is available. So when you eat fewer calories, the body will slow your metabolism, i.e. decrease the number of calories expended to do what it needs to do. And this includes like decreasing your heart rate, decreasing the sympathetic nervous system activity. Your organs consume less energy, your unconscious NEAT decreases, so you fidget a lot less. Your hormones are adversely affected, which will in turn decrease the number of calories burned. Like, the body has so many different mechanisms that it can just scale back little by little to decrease the amount of energy that it needs to accomplish its functions to match how much energy you're intaking. This is why we see people plateau in their weight loss journeys. If you decrease your calories by like 500 calories and you just do that forever, you will lose weight initially, but eventually you will hit a plateau and you won't continue to lose weight. And part of this may be because you lost a couple pounds, so yeah, your body has to burn a little bit less energy to carry around 5-10 pounds fewer, but most of that adaptation is not coming from the fact that you lost 5 or 10 pounds. It's coming from the fact that your body is just adapting to what you are giving. And this sounds really annoying. If your goal is to try to lose fat, like, what are you supposed to do if your body's just going to adapt? Well, the good news is that your body adapts in the opposite way as well. When you increase your calorie intake, your heart's gonna beat a little bit faster. It's not like a huge difference, not like your heart's gonna beat like a ton faster, just like a smidge. Your organs can consume more energy to do all the processes that they need to do. Your sympathetic nervous system activity will increase a little bit. Your hormones are going to become more balanced, which is going to boost your metabolism. And one of the biggest factors is that your unconscious NEAT is going to increase drastically. This is where most of the adaptation comes from. So if one of your goals is fat loss, this is a really, really good thing, because like I said earlier, the faster your metabolism is, the easier it's going to be to lose fat, because you won't have to like eat so significantly little and then be stuck at such little calorie intake and then have it be unsustainable and gain all the weight back, you know? And if you want the benefit of having a faster metabolism by eating more calories without gaining a ton of extra fat, then you do need to reverse diet to get there. You can't just add in an extra 500 calories and expect your metabolism to adapt like that. Like, the process of reverse dieting is designed to make it a very slow, gradual process so that your body can adapt in very small increments so that your metabolism speeds up as fast as your calorie intake does, rather than just like shooting your calorie intake up and your metabolism is like struggling to catch up and you're gaining fat as it's struggling to catch up, if that makes sense. But basically, the more you eat on average, the faster your metabolism is going to be. Benefit number 2 of eating more food, more calories, is better body composition. Now, I think a lot of people are gonna hear this and be like, Marissa, you're crazy. But I challenge you to question yourself. Have you ever been able to achieve a body composition that you are super happy with and were able to sustain it by constantly trying to restrict your calories? Most people haven't. The being able to sustain it is key. And if you have been able to sustain it, how sustainable does it feel to you? Like, do you think you're gonna be able to do that for the next 10 years? Do you have symptoms of hormone imbalances? Because that tends to come hand in hand with the people that restrict and achieve their ideal physique. It's so restricted that it ends up messing up your hormones, and then long term it ends up not being sustainable because your hormones get messed up and they make you gain fat because they're like, this is not okay. Am I saying that a calorie deficit is not how you lose fat? No, you do need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. What I am saying is that you don't need to eat 1,200 calories a day to lose fat. And what I'm also saying is that the more you can eat while losing fat, the better your body composition is going to end up. This is for 2 reasons, because again, 1, the more you can eat, the faster your metabolism is, the less you have to cut to lose fat, which just makes fat loss a whole lot easier. So that side of the equation just settled. You know, the faster your metabolism is, the easier it is to lose fat. But the other part of having an aesthetic, lean-toned physique is having enough muscle mass. And this is why a lot of people that constantly restrict never reach their goals. If anything, they get to a skinny fat physique and think they need to keep cutting. But this is not true. If you are skinny fat and want to look lean and toned, you need to build muscle. You need to add weight in the form of muscle. You're not skinny fat because you have too much fat. You're just not seeing muscle definition because you don't have enough muscle to create the definition under the small layer of fat that you have on your body. Take any person who's lean and toned, snap your fingers and take 15 pounds of muscle off their body, they're gonna look a lot less lean and toned. They're gonna look fatter. They're gonna look like they have a higher body fat percentage because they do, because they don't have as much muscle. So this is really where eating more can help so much with your body composition and with achieving your aesthetic goals, is it helps to build more muscle and maintain more muscle when you are in a calorie deficit to lose the fat. When you're trying to eat 1,200 calories a day to lose weight, your body's gonna be throwing muscle away because muscle burns a lot of calories and your body can't afford to burn through that many calories when it also has to give calories to your organs to function. Like, it's gotta keep your heart beating. It's gotta keep all of the other functions of your body running. So it's just gonna be chucking muscle out the window in an effort to keep you alive. But if instead you're cutting on 2,200 calories, your body's gonna have plenty of calories for your organs. It's gonna have plenty of calories to like keep you functioning as a living, breathing, healthy human being. It's gonna have enough calories to keep your hormones balanced, and it's gonna have enough calories to keep muscle on your body. So what this means is that when you go into your calorie deficit to lose fat, most of the weight loss will come from fat, not fat and muscle. So your body fat percentage will decrease a lot faster and a lot more efficiently when you're cutting on higher calories as opposed to when you're cutting on lower calories. Benefit number 3 of eating more food is getting more nutrients in your diet. This sounds like a boring one, but hear me out. Restricting calories also restricts nutrients because you don't have as much space to fit the nutrients in. So just by default, you're going to get fewer nutrients. And in a world where so much of our food is already very processed and therefore devoid of a lot of nutrients, when you're restricting food on top of that, this very often leads to nutritional deficiencies. Like, most people are deficient in at least one thing. When your body's not getting enough magnesium, when it's not getting enough vitamin D, when it's not getting enough selenium, when it's not getting enough zinc, when it's not getting enough vitamin B12, your body cannot function as efficiently. This means that your workouts are going to suffer. Your recovery from your workouts is going to suffer. Your sleep is going to suffer. Your hormone balance, definitely going to suffer. Your body's efficiency at burning fat, going to suffer. Your body's efficiency at building muscle, going to suffer. When the nutritional deficiencies are leading to hormone imbalances, your inability to keep fat off, going to suffer. You can think of nutrients as all the little cogs and screws in the machine of your body. If one screw pops out, you know, maybe not a big deal, but there might be some shaking. That's gonna lead to more shaking, which is gonna lead to more screws and things popping out, and that's going to lead to everything collapsing. That took a dark turn. Basically, the machine is not going to function as well without all of the cogs and screws. Benefit number 4 of eating more calories is better hormone balance. And as a note, particularly for this one, the main benefit is when you're restricting versus eating enough or eating more, rather than just like always eating more. Because at some point, eating too much is going to have a negative effect on your hormones. But like, for anyone coming from a background of restriction and fear of food, like, I wouldn't worry about the eating too much part. I would worry about the eating enough part and making sure your hormones are happy and balanced. But there's a lot of things you need to eat enough of to have healthy, balanced hormones. Calories is number 1. This is why so many women experience amenorrhea when they are restricting for a very long time, when they lose too much weight, etc. Like, that's a big red flag. If you have a uterus and you're supposed to be having a regular menstrual cycle and you're not, big red flag. Your body is saying, hey, something is very wrong. Another thing you need to be eating enough of to have healthy, balanced hormones is protein. If you're not eating enough overall, chances are you're not getting in enough protein. You also need to make sure you're eating enough fat. Fat is crucial for optimal hormone production. And then, like I said in the last benefit, you need to be eating enough vitamins and minerals. If you're not getting in enough vitamins and minerals, your hormones are going to be thrown out of whack. Not eating enough of any of those things is going to lead to your hormones being thrown out of balance, which is gonna cause just so many issues beyond just impacting your physique, but we'll just stay on that track for now. Some examples, because I could go on forever. If your hormones are out of balance, chances are you might get kind of fatigued towards the end of your cycle. You might not feel very strong. You might not even be able to work out if you have really bad cramps. So like, goodbye to efficient, effective workouts throughout the month. Another symptom of hormone imbalance is poor sleep. If you're not sleeping well, you're not going to be able to burn fat or build muscle efficiently. Imbalanced hormones can also cause you to gain fat. If you're storing an abnormal amount of fat in your midsection, that is a sign of hormone imbalance. Also, not exactly physique related, but aesthetically, hormonal acne comes from hormone imbalance. When I get a client coming to me saying, Marissa, my main goal is fat loss. Also, I have all of these other symptoms that basically tell me they have a hormone imbalance. My first thought, without them telling me how much they're eating, is they're probably not eating enough. I'm usually right. And in order to get these clients to be able to lose fat, what I had to do was increase their calorie intake, get their hormones happy, get their body healthy, and then their body was more than happy to finally lose the fat because they were working with their bodies rather than against them. Benefit number 5 of eating more calories is better energy and strength. And I feel like this is kind of self-explanatory because calories are literally, it's a unit of energy. The more energy you have, the better your strength's gonna be, the better your workouts are gonna be, the more you'll have a lot more unconscious NEAT throughout the day, which is again, speeding up your metabolism. And therefore, the easier it will be to lose fat and either build or keep muscle on your body. I think a lot of people don't realize how little energy they have until they start eating more and see how much energy they have the potential to have. This is one of the big things that I noticed in the first class of Reverse Dieting 101 is so many people were commenting about their increase in energy that they're experiencing. It's just crazy when you are living at like a level 5 out of 10 and you just think that's normal, you think that's baseline, and then you start reverse dieting or start eating more and you're like, oh. Then you make it to like a 7 out of 10 and you're like, oh my God, I had no idea. And then you make it to a 10 out of 10 and you're just like, your life changes. Benefit number 6, which I think is probably one of the biggest benefits, most far-reaching benefits, is a better relationship with food. When you take that step to allow yourself to eat more, to let go of the fear of certain foods or of food as a whole, of calories, of fat, of donuts, of whatever it may be, you let go of so much anxiety that's just like always percolating in the back of your mind. Like when you don't have a super solid relationship with food, so much space of your brain gets taken up by stressing about food and feeling guilty about food and having all of these negative emotions constantly swirling in your brain and your body about the food. And when you can make that mindset shift to see food and calories and fat and carbs and even donuts as potentially beneficial towards your goals, it changes everything. There's a tipping point that most people experience in their reverse diet where they hit a wall, where you've gotten your calories up a certain amount and suddenly you're super full all the time. And it is a struggle to eat enough because you're just so full. And it's at this point that you can really see value in processed foods, in donuts, I don't know why donut has just been my like go-to today. It's like the only thing I could, cake, ice cream, all of those delicious things that you may be afraid of are suddenly really helpful in helping you reach your calorie goals. And you guys know me, like I'm not a huge fan of hyper palatable, highly processed foods like long term, but as a strategy while reverse dieting, they can be really helpful to kind of get your body to adjust to the new calorie intake, and they can become tools of positive change when used appropriately. And it's that tipping point that a lot of people experience where suddenly like they need to eat a donut to hit their calories. They need to eat that cake. They need to have that second serving of dessert to hit their calories. That it can start helping you make that shift towards not seeing any food as the enemy, towards seeing value in all foods. And when you're coming from a place of being afraid of food, it changes everything. I had multiple students in the first class of Reverse Dieting 101 that said that by, I think it was like in month 2, they didn't have any urges to binge anymore. So those are, in my opinion, the main benefits of eating more calories. I'm gonna leave you guys with a couple quick testimonials from the first class of Reverse Dieting 101 because they kind of prove all of the points that I was just making about the increase in calorie intake and the benefits that can bring, and also in case you're curious about testimonials from the course if you're considering signing up for the course. So pretty early on in the course, this person said, I'm binge free for over a month, but not only that, I haven't even had the urge to binge. It's so wild to me how satiating I feel eating, knowing I'm not planning to restrict anytime soon. I feel so much more in tune with my hunger and my fullness already and have zero urge to binge, which I've had lingering every day for as long as I can remember. So there you go, eating more, improving your relationship with food. Here's a testimonial towards the point of improving body composition. This person said, I think a major win for me is being able to eat more without worrying too much about weight gain. I'm still within 2 pounds on any given day, which is great. I can lift more weights. I'm seeing a teeny tiny bicep forming. I also feel like my body is doing a little recomposition on me. So this person's fluctuating up and down within a range of 2 pounds. She's seeing more muscle definition, which means losing fat, building muscle by eating more calories. To the point of energy and relationship with food and a lot more, this one person said, oh my God, the energy is just beyond phenomenal. It's been so long since I've had the energy that I used to have, and I'm so grateful for it. I've been able to enjoy the foods I love with less worry, and being creative in the kitchen with delicious food and latte concoctions has been so fun. My family and my boyfriend have been noticing how much happier and full of life I am. My gym workouts have been so amazing, and my focus and energy at work has been better than ever. So happy, and I can't wait for more wins. I might cry reading more of these. There's so many like this. Maybe I'll put some on screen here right now if you guys want to like pause and read them and see how other people felt about the course. I'll also put them like on the website and stuff if you guys want to read more testimonials, but I'm gonna stop because there's just a lot and I could just keep going. But like I said, if you want to sign up for the course, it officially opens for registration on January 2nd, but if you're on the wait list, you will have access starting December 29th, and you will also have a discount code sent to your inbox to save you $100. Registration closes on January 10th, so make sure you register by then if you want to get in. And again, if you have any questions at all about the course, feel free to shoot me a message, leave a comment. And also there's a couple students in the course that said that they're willing to answer questions if you want to like ask them questions instead of asking me, because obviously I'm a little bit biased. I think this course is pretty freaking cool. So if you'd rather talk to a student and get their direct feedback, I have their contact info for you guys. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does support me and my channel. I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this with your friends, your family, and your gym buddies. If you want to see more content from me all about health and fitness, you can check it out over here. See future videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!